The court has ordered essential workers back to their posts. It follows days of protests that the health minister says has led to the deaths of patients. Nqobile Madlala is currently at Guadabega Community Healthcare, west of Durban, where workers are striking. She joins us now with the very latest. Good morning, Nqobile. We understand that workers are essentially attempting to go back to work, but they're being prevented by security. What exactly is the reason for that?
Well, actually, Mfundo, yes, you are right. They are being prevented by some of the security guards. So I'm going to show you, as you can see in the gate at this point, the security guards just preventing the workers from getting in. So we understand that there was a private security that was asked or hired to perhaps just monitor the situation that was happening in this area. And as a result, now they're letting in patients. But those patients need to be attended by some of these nurses and some of these healthcare workers. However, that's not happening. So I'm going to bring in Ayanda Zulu, who is from Nahal, to sort of speak to us about that. Ayanda, why are they preventing your people to go in?
You remember that after the yesterday Labour Appeals Court judgment, as the National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union, we made a communication to all our members in health that are working in essential service to go back to work. Since from 5 o'clock we have been here, and the heavily armed security have refused for the workers to enter, and they've told us that is a directive that they've received from the District Office of Health. We have engaged the CEO. He also have got no recollection in terms of knowing where these people are coming from, except to say he was also told by the district office that these people are coming. You remember that the court order is very, very clear that workers are supposed to be back at work, and now the Department of Health is now in the contempt of court by refusing for workers to go and work. You can see there's no one that is armed. There's no one that warrants such a heavily armed security. We have engaged the police in the sideways, and also themselves, we have told them about what the court order is saying. But it's unfortunate that it seems as if the security personnel are now more even powerful than the actual police service.
But is it because perhaps some of your workers maybe were, say, in the past few days might have been very offensive towards security?
No, this strike generally have been very, very peaceful across the province. It's not only here where we are told that workers are blocked. We have just received a report that also in Fort Nebria Hospital in Pietermaritzburg also is the same instance. There's a heavily armed security personnel that have been given a directive not to allow our members to enter. The other thing that we have also heard, we are being told across the province, is that those who are wearing Nehau t-shirts are also not granted a permission to enter, which is a regression, more especially happening under what we think is supposed to be a democratic government.
And I mean, at this point, that's worrying because already you're looking at over 6 days, I think, of no work, no pay because of the actual strike. What does this mean then for the workers that are here that want to report to work? Will they also be given another day on top of the days that they haven't worked?
As far as we're concerned, workers are at work as we speak. It's the Department of Health Management that is on strike. So as far as we're concerned, we're at work, and it's the department that have taken a decision to go on an unprotected strike themselves. It's the Department of Health that is now in contempt of undermining the court ruling that took place yesterday.
And what happens now then? Because your workers are still outside.
No, I've just called the head of Department of Health, and I hope he's engaging with the CEO and the district office. We are expecting a response in less than 10 minutes that workers must be allowed to enter here, and the security that is here must be allowed to leave the premises, because we think that the security while the Department of Health is facing some financial difficulty, is an unnecessary expenditure for the department.
But if that doesn't happen, then what?
it means that the Department of Health management and political leadership are on strike and are in contempt of court. We have already alerted our legal team, and they will advise us appropriately what is our recourse if the department itself now is in contempt of the same court order that themselves they were pursuing.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is Ayanda Zulu from Nahau at this point. So these are some of the workers that are begging essentially to go inside work, but they're being told that they cannot go inside as the security, private security, has now blocked them from going in.
All right, Nqobile, thank you very much for that. We'll leave it there for now. That's our reporter, Nqobile Madlala, out in KZN, monitoring the protests for us this morning as many of the workers return back to their posts.